Hey guys, what's up? I just headed to the gym. I just thought I'd make a video about the corruption in our society. I am so disgusted with the amount of corruption and criminality in our society. Aren't you disgusted by it? What do you guys think about what's going on with our governments and just all the fucking crimes and criminality? Man, it's hard to wrap your head around it. I remember when I was growing up, they used to talk about the evil empire, the Soviet Union, and all these communist countries where the people didn't have no rights and they got thrown in gulags and stuff. And I was like, oh, it's good we live in a country with human rights, Canada. But I guess that was just a naive view, because we actually don't have human rights in Canada. They're openly violating people's rights and attacking people with directed energy weapons, throwing them in mental hospitals, torturing people, murdering people. And the rest of society, they just seem to be I don't know, they're fucking brain dead or something. Like, all this crazy criminality is going on and people are just ignoring it. Guys, there's strength in numbers. When you're just one lone individual, you only have so much strength as one individual. I mean, if there's 3 or 4 other people, they're going to overpower you. You live in your neighborhood, right? Imagine if everybody on your street came to your aid if you were attacked, Like everybody down the block this way and down the block that way, and all the neighbors knew each other. That's strength in numbers, right? Sort of like when you see the zebras out on the plain or the buffalo. They all herd together for safety. But it seems like human beings have forgotten that rule, and we think we can just all be loners and not help each other, not band together, and not stick together in big groups for safety. So what happens is a bunch of people have band together in the government. They're all corrupt. They've all decided to engage in criminality and deceitful behavior. And so they can just target any, single individual in society and pick them off, because people in society, they're not staying together in groups for protection. Like, let's say one guy was getting attacked on the street, and then 50 of his neighbors showed up and said, hey, what's going on? They came to his aid. But that's not what's happening. Somebody on the street's getting attacked, and his neighbors don't even know who the hell he is. Nobody knows each other. Everybody ignores each other. You're all a bunch of strangers. And that's sort of what our society has become. A big, huge society full of strangers. You don't even know your neighbors half the time. Neighbors, they might nod their head to you. That's about it. So yeah, guys, the level of corruption in our society, I am just fucking disgusted by it, man. I hate this fucking criminal-ass government, man. I can't fucking stand them. I mean, what do you do in a country run by criminals? Like literal Freemason criminals. Every town, every city, they have these Freemason lodges. And they're just, they're just running wild, committing any crimes they want against citizens, getting away with it. All the rest of the citizens don't say a fucking word about it. That's probably how it was in the Soviet Union under communism. The government over there was a tyrannical government, and it would violate people and throw innocent people in their gulags and torture and murder people. And the rest of the citizens, they just didn't say a goddamn word about it. They didn't band together to stop it or for self-defense. And it just, tyrannical government took over because the people wouldn't do anything about it. They wouldn't do one fucking thing. They wouldn't come to the aid of people being attacked. They just let it happen, and then more and more people started getting attacked, and more and more, and then then thousands of people were getting attacked, and then they would write up lists of people they wanted to get rid of, and then they started throwing people in these gulag death camps in the Soviet Union, and the rest of the people, I guess their strategy was just to be quiet, be quiet and hide. Just don't bring any attention to yourself. And that's basically how these Freemason criminal bullies, that's how they are getting their way and committing crimes against everybody and getting away with it. Because a lot of you people out there, your strategy is just to be quiet and don't bring any attention to yourself and don't do anything about it. So basically, the Freemasons are the only ones who take any action. You know, they make plans, they make their criminal plans, and then they carry them out. And then nobody does anything about it. They just let them get away with it. Haven't you guys ever watched the superhero movies where, you know, good fights evil? Well, it seems like in reality, that's not what happens. It seems like evil does whatever it wants, and good people just be quiet and hide or pretend they don't notice. Yeah, they just pretend like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Something's going on. Oh, gee. You know, they just turn a blind eye to criminality going on by these evil, corrupt gangsters in our governments. The Freemason criminal gangsters. You know, I prefer regular criminals. You know, like somebody shoplifting at 7-Eleven or something. But, you know, when criminally minded people and power-hungry fanatics get into your government, then they start becoming a danger to everybody in society because they have power. They're in the institutions and they have the power of the state, and they have high technology, and they can violate people's rights and torture people and murder people and abuse people, and they get away with it. And even when the person says publicly on the internet what's happening, hey, these people are committing these crimes in the government, you know, nobody does anything about it, not one thing. I think people just, you know, they hear it and then they just go on with their day, and they're like, oh, I'm glad it's not me. Well, you know what? I mean, you guys heard my story about my brother being targeted by directed energy weapons. And, you know, I've been talking about it forever, man. You go ahead and look at the last 6 months of videos on my page, and you're going to see me talking about my brother in all kinds of videos. I was being attacked. And, nobody came to his aid. You know, a bunch of people didn't show up saying, hey, I mean, just, you know, who are the heroes in society, man? Where are the good fucking people, man? Because they're not stepping forward. You know, I'm talking about the government committing crimes against people, and where are all the good fucking men stepping forward to help defend the innocent people, man? Where the fuck are you, man? Because you know, these evil Freemason criminals, they're just getting away with bloody murder now, man. They're murdering people openly, and everybody knows about it, and nobody's doing a fucking thing about it, man. They're just all being fucking cowards, man. And you know, when you're a coward, you know, you get kicked in the face, man. You get abused. People have to stand up to these corrupt, evil criminals, man. Or you watch, more and more people are going to become targeted, and eventually our whole society is going to be just one big fucking communist gong show. Okay, guys, that's all I had on my mind for right now, man. Enjoy your day. Peace out. Oh yeah, one last thing, guys. I almost forgot. Check out oliviasophia.ca for women's jewelry. Okay, peace.